めっちゃ嬉しい。カバーの something more something something れば I think he's trying to say he wants me to react to the covers in the same channel, I think? I have no idea. Right, here we go. This one just out like 8 hours ago. So it's pretty recent, right? So I have this tier list of 1 to 30 because I don't know what song is going to come up, but I will just say if I agree, mildly disagree, or just have no comments. This is the tier list that I'll be doing. So here we go. Yeah. That song is actually the song that showcased the most on hololive's vocals. The vocal mixing is also really good. It's really smooth and really blended well with the instrumental and shit. I heard that cover song before. Someone sent it on my Discord server. Join my Discord. That one being at the 30 though, it's kind of low. It's kind of low. I feel like it can be a little bit more. But realistically, it is hololive. Not saying hololive is not popular, but since hololive is a Japanese company. Alright, anyway. So for the first one, tie between mildly agree and agree. Mildly agree for it being too less view, and agree being it is a really good project for being on the top 30. Alright, fine, I'll put it on agree, because mildly disagree is just a little bit too realistic. Okay, next one. Bathroom and Neon Tetra by Okayu and Toa. In terms of the song, not the best production that I ever heard, but their vocals though, it's really powerful, especially for Okayu's vocals. Not saying Toa's not good, but imagine a tall person standing beside a person that even taller. That tall person just kind of short. You get what I'm saying? So both of them did really well on the vocals. The instrumental is just pretty much the same with the original, so no comments on the instrumental. The production though, on the vocal mixing and as well as the instrumental mixing as well, it's not the best I ever heard. So for it being in 29, it's fair because the cover is good, but there are still some flaws. So 29, I agree. I agree for it being on 29. Right, next one. Right, 28. Idol, covered by Xion. I Need to Come Clean. I have heard Iris, Haka, Kanata, Callie's. I don't think I heard Nene's. And I heard Chloe's. Yeah, I heard 5 of Idol's cover. None of them are particularly good. Only for Chloe's version being the best in the hololive cover of Idol, none of them are good. Just my personal opinion, because I just feel like the original is unbeatable. So for it being at 28, I need to listen to the whole cover song. Whoever remade the instrumental, oh wow, you are so bad. You're so bad at it. You know, top 30, it's quite high, but it's not top 30. It's top 28. Xion did okay, like decent. Still not good, but at least decent comparing to Callie's version. I gotta go with mildly disagree. Not like totally disagree, but I have to like mildly disagree on that. It's not the worst cover that I ever heard, but it's not good whatsoever. Right, next one. In JP, my Oshi is Ayame. But for that cover, I'm just too focused on the music. I don't focus who made it. And for that particular cover, okay, mildly agree. Not like totally disagree. It's okay. Her voice is a little too high for the song though, I gotta say. Alright, mildly agree. Let's continue. Rewind that sexy voice. Alright. It's already a fact that Okayu can sing so well in deep voice. Her voice is so hot. What a great song. Okayu really did a good job on the mixing. Oh, Okayu mixed herself. Okay. And it really shows how much effort she put into this past year. The best part, her skill will only get better from here. You don't need to sweet talk me with this, okay? I already agree with that. Alright, this one is not about the cover. This one is about the song itself. I don't really know how to listen to that kind of genre. And as well as the instrumental is really weird. Their vocals was mixed a little bit off. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not really appropriate. Or maybe I just don't know much about the genre. For this one is actually no comment. I actually don't know about this one. It's a hit or miss for some part, but overall it's like not too bad. Rewind. I am going to have a bad time with that shit. Alright, for this one though, what was it called again? Martial Maximizer? Funny for a ninja to sing this. A samurai to sing this kind of fast song. I mean, samurai is supposed to be steady, right? I don't know. It's like, it's really good, right? But being on 24th though, seems a little too high. Mildly agree. It's not like totally agree for it being on the top 30, but the song is actually pretty good. Not like the song itself, the cover song. Her vocals are really powerful. The mixing is pretty clean. I like it. But for it being so high though, it doesn't really add any like shocking or surprising factor in the cover song. It was okay. Kelly, I love you, bro, but you cannot sing that song. Let me just be brutally honest. That cover sucks, okay? Oh, I just realized I did it wrong. It's not 1 to 8, it's 23. Okay, well, let me redo that. Yep, okay. If you want to see me talking about the cover, go watch this video. I will have a lot more details on why the cover sucked. If I gotta be honest, I never heard this cover by itself before. This time is the first time that I listened to this cover. But for that small part that I just listened to, this song is actually quite good. I don't know if it's mixed by Deco27 himself, but you know, it's really amazing. The vocal is really smooth, really steady, and really high as well. For it being so high, but it's still really steady, that's really impressive. And also, the song is quite fast. The drums are really groovy and shit. The instrumental was really well mixed with the vocals. For 22, I would say I agree. For it being in the top 30, it's actually quite good. This cover song, I kind of like it. Ooh, this one is the next one? Okay, let me just finish with the previous one. Alright, for Iris Idol cover, it's not too bad. Like for Chloe being the best in hololive, but it's still not as good as the original. Iris is kind of like right here comparing to Chloe's. In terms of the vocals, right? The instrumental... How did the instrumental go again? You know what? I have something I want to say about Idol, right? Listen to the original of the song. I feel like they always, in the cover, they always have something that I really don't like. In the original, YOASOBI sang it really staccato-y. Like, but in the covers, like every single cover that I heard so far, every single one, I'm not kidding, every single one, they have the same thing as they don't make it staccato-y, but let the notes dwell in the beat. Like Why? That doesn't make the song any better. In the instrumental, they lean towards to more of an EDM kind of genre instead of pop, which is the original. While Haka and also Cali, they made the instrumental sounded trappy, which is totally out of the way. The instrumental is not good at all. But in terms of Iris's vocals, it ain't too bad, except for the intro. And the vocal mixing as well is also really clean. Mixed really well with this EDM kind of genre of instrumental. So for it being so high though, what was it, 21? 21? I have to go with mildly agree. I won't say agree all the way, but mildly agree for it being that high. Rewind back a little bit, because I know what song came after. This one, I cannot agree more. Laplace and Kanata on this project is a perfect duo, okay? Their voice are so powerful with the right mixing, like a right amount of reverb, just a little bit. I can hear just a really tiny reverb in that mix. The frequency was EQ'd to a very, very suitable range of the sound? Of the frequency, of the noise. I can't find the right word for it. But also, this kind of also come down to the song itself being one of my favorite from Konorea. It's a little bit biased, but still, I have to say Laplace and Kanata's vocals are really, really strong and powerful. All the vocals, like, even though they've switched a lot from the mix to the head voice, classic Suisei's vocals, they can still like really perfect that kind of way of singing. It's really impressive. I cannot agree more on this one, but I just kind of wish it was higher, not like 20. A little bit higher, maybe like not on the top 10, but you know. Why? Every time I hear Suisei's voice on that project, it just reminded me of how bad of a singer I am. 19 though? Kinda low. That project was so fucking good. Alright, 19, agree. Okay, agree. I mean, top 30 is already really high, but still, I also wish that cover was a little higher. Emotion-wise, it's really good. Vocal-wise, it's also really good. Mixing, instrumental, is also really good. I really want to say the mixing was like the best comparing to every single thing that I just mentioned. But for the song selection, for Kanata singing it. Okay, I have my answer. It's I wouldn't say I agree all the way. I kind of mildly agree. Mildly. I can't speak anymore. Right, I mildly agree on that project. It's just, in terms of the song, it's like really good. But the song selection for her to sing that song, ooh, yeah, mildly agree. I stay on that answer. Yeah. 13 songs in. This is the second cover that I never listened to before. This one is a little interesting. I want to listen to the whole cover. What's the name? Start N. Okay. I just realized how many piercings Toa has on her ear. Will I look cool with that? Alright, the mixing is definitely really good. Especially like for this type of music that might have a lot of high-end sound that would be a little bit too high. They managed to EQ out every single bad noise and every single bad frequency that might hurt people's ears. Not like that song. What was that song again? That I'm gonna put that song right here. That one is a bad example for a high-end mixing. Okay, a good high-end mixing is a bad example. And the chemistry is also really fire. Yeah, they managed to arrange their vocals, like every single part who sang. They actually chose the correct person to sing on every single part. Just that Suisei with that kind of playful and strong vocals, Aqua with an adorable voice, and also Toa with a little bit more deeper and steady vocals. I just don't understand how that worked in one song. But it did, for some reason. I don't know why. That is so weird. That is so cool, but also really weird. But for it being a cover, I agree that it's really good. For it being on the top 30 though, I have no comments. The vocal is really strong. Okay, Bae with that belting voice and Toa with that steady vocals, they're really good. But I just don't understand why people like this song, like the song itself, not the cover, but the original song itself. Cause for me, it's a really weird song. Who made this one? Is it Conaria? I think it's Conaria. Is it? Is it? Yeah, Conaria made this. This is one of the songs that I don't really like from Conaria. So for the song itself, I don't like. But for the cover though, ooh, this is a tough decision. You know what? For this one as well, no comments. Cause it's not about the cover. It's about the song. So I cannot really say I agree or not. If it's talking about the original song, I would not totally disagree. I'll mildly disagree. For it being enjoyable, I can see why people enjoy the song. I don't enjoy it myself. Whoever the fuck mixed that cover song, I will politely request to the manager to fire yo big head ass. What the fuck was that kind of mixing? The sound is so bad. Alright, for the singers, I can't judge. Cause with that kind of mixing, I don't even know how they sound. So for that reason, I will have to disagree for it being on top 30. I cannot say anything about the instrumental. Neither can I say anything about the vocal. Cause the mixing, the production ruined the whole song. I disagree for that being so high. 10 million views? Seriously? I don't like it. I never heard the original before, and I just listened to a small part of the cover because it was randomly recommended to me in my YouTube. I don't have a lot of things to say about this one. For personal preference, I feel like the instrumental is, the melody is really catchy, right? But in terms of the arrangement, like without a lot of bass, but really hard-hitting kick, and also the vocal melody is not catchy in any sort of way. So I don't really like the song itself, but Koyori's voice is actually really pleasant on this project, and her really playful tone is also really pleasant to listen to. Alright, for being on the top 30 though, it's another one that I have no comments. I don't really have anything to say about it. For Chloe's and Iris's version of Idol, their vocals are actually the best that I heard comparing to every single other cover song of Idol. But for Kanata's version, her vocals didn't really stand out. It was decent. It was alright. The production is also not the best thing in the world, but the instrumental, like the sound preference and the way it was played, is actually one of the best instrumental comparing to every single other cover songs of Idol. Again, none of hololive's Idol's cover song is like super good. I have to only give it a mildly agree, cause it is enjoyable. It is not as bad as Callie's version. But also, I wouldn't say it is the best thing in the world, because I can still hear a lot of flaws in the project. So yeah, mildly agree for it being on the top 30. The top 30 is actually a huge name. Alright. This is another one that is not about the cover. It's about the original song itself. I swear to God, Japanese has the weirdest taste in music. Another one that would be a no comment, because Louis did well. Her voice is really fucking powerful. The song itself, the lack of bass, the weird drums and melodies, and the weird sound preference, I just don't really know how to enjoy the song. The mixing though, it's alright. Like in terms of the vocals, right? The vocal mixing is alright. Like it's not too bad. Just the production on the instrumental, it's really weird. And the arrangement as well. That one though, I wouldn't say I disagree for it being so high, but it's also not the best cover of Kyofu Otobaku for Fubuki's version, right? I actually like Ollie's version a lot more, but in terms of it being so high, do I agree or not? It's not too bad. If I have to give it like A, B, C, or D, I would actually give that cover a B+. If Ollie's version is like an A+, I would give Fubuki's version a little B+. Just some improvement can be made, but it's not like it's not enjoyable. For being on the top 30 though, I can only put at a mildly agree. I cannot say I agree all the way. Now this one, I have to be even more strict. I have to listen to every single sound, how they perform, especially on like the mixing part is something that I really want to point out on the top 10. The top 10. Hold on. I need to restart my recording because it has been too long. It's almost 1 hour now.